Training Labrador Retrievers to stop counter-surfing and begging. Labrador Retrievers are smart and loyal dogs. However, they have a bad habit of counter-surfing and begging for food. This can be frustrating for dog owners who want their furry friends to behave well. In this article, we will provide some tips and tricks on how to train your Labrador Retriever to stop counter-surfing and begging. Firstly, it is essential to understand why Labrador Retrievers tend to counter-surf and beg. These dogs have an excellent sense of smell and are always on the lookout for food. Moreover, they are intelligent and know that they can get what they want by using their charm. Dogs that are not given enough physical exercise or mental stimulation can also engage in unwanted behaviors such as counter-surfing and begging. One way to prevent counter-surfing is by teaching your dog the leave it command. This involves teaching your dog to ignore any food or objects that you do not want them to have. Start by holding a treat in your hand and saying, "Leave it." Wait for your dog to stop trying to get the treat and then praise them and give them a different treat. Repeat this process until your dog understands the command. Once your dog has mastered the "leave it" command, you can start to apply it to counter-surfing. Place a treat or some food on the counter and say, "Leave it." If your dog goes for the food, use the command and redirect their attention to a toy or treat that they can have. Repeat this process until your dog understands that they should not take things from the counter without permission. Another way to prevent counter-surfing is by making sure that your Labrador Retriever has enough exercise and mental stimulation. Dogs that are tired after a long walk or play session are less likely to engage in unwanted behaviors. It is essential to provide your dog with enough exercise and mental stimulation to keep them healthy and happy. Training your dog to stop begging can also be a challenge. Labrador Retrievers are known for their pleading eyes, and it can be hard to resist giving them food when they look at you. However, it is essential to teach your dog that begging is not acceptable behavior. Start by teaching your dog the "sit" and "stay" command. When you are eating, tell your dog to sit and stay in another room. Once your dog has mastered the "sit" and "stay" command, you can begin to train them to sit and stay while you are eating in the same room. Start by offering your dog a treat in their spot and then sit down to eat dinner. If your dog gets up or tries to beg for food, use the "leave it" command and redirect their attention to their spot. It is essential to remain consistent when training your Labrador Retriever to stop counter-surfing and begging. This means using the same commands and training techniques every time. It is also essential to reward good behavior and ignore bad behavior. Dogs learn from repetition, and they need to be trained consistently to understand what is expected of them. In conclusion, training your Labrador Retriever to stop counter-surfing and begging requires patience and consistency. It is essential to understand why your dog engages in these behaviors and provide them with enough physical and mental stimulation. Teaching your dog the "leave it" command and the "sit" and "stay" command can also be helpful. With consistent training and practice, your Labrador Retriever will learn to behave well and become a cherished member of your family.